you're trying to figure out the best suburb around Fort Worth, Texas for about $500,000 budget, you've probably noticed something pretty quickly while browsing homes online. Some areas seem to have big new houses with tons of space, while others at the exact same price point look smaller or a little bit older. And that's because the reality is the suburb you choose around Fort Worth makes a massive difference in what $500,000 actually can buy you. Today, I'm breaking down exactly what $500,000 actually buys in some popular suburbs around Fort Worth, Texas. We're talking Mansfield, Arlington, Keller, Aledo, and Burleson. That last suburb that I'm going to tell you about is where a lot of relocation buyers are getting the most house for their money right now. Howdy, y'all. If this is your first time on the channel, my name is Jordan Davis, and my team helps people relocate and buy homes all over Dallas-Fort Worth, especially here on the Fort Worth side. We post videos every single week about living in DFW, the best suburbs to move to, and what homes actually cost here. So if you're thinking about making a move to this area, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe so that you don't miss the next video. All right, let's jump into this first suburb. Let's start with Mansfield. Mansfield is one of the most popular suburbs for families relocating to the Fort Worth area. Now, some people think initially Mansfield might feel a little far from the city, but that's actually part of what makes it so appealing. You've got quiet neighborhoods, lots of parks, sports complexes, and a strong community feel that a lot of families really do love. For about $500,000 in Mansfield, you're typically looking at homes that range from around 2,800 to 3,300 square feet. Most of these homes were built within the last 10 to 15 years, and they're located in neighborhoods that are designed with families in mind. I actually helped a family move here from California recently, and they couldn't believe how much house they were able to get compared to where they were moving from. That combination of newer homes, great schools, and family-focused neighborhoods is exactly why Mansfield continues to grow so quickly. Now let's talk about Euless, which is one of the most centrally located suburbs in the entire Dallas-Fort Worth metroplex. Euless sits right between Dallas and Fort Worth. And it's only minutes from DFW International Airport, which makes it a huge draw for people who travel frequently or commute to different parts of the metroplex. For around $500,000 in Euless, you're typically looking at homes that range from about 2,200 to 2,700 square feet. Often very established neighborhoods with mature trees and pretty large lots. Many of these homes were built in the late 90s, maybe even early 2000s, and while they may not always be brand new construction, you're getting a really convenient location with quick access to major highways, restaurants, and even shopping. So if being centrally located in DFW is important to you, Euless can be a really strong option for that price point. Now, if you're looking for one of the most well-known and highly sought-after suburbs in the entire Dallas-Fort Worth area, you've probably heard of Southlake. Southlake is infamous for Carroll ISD, luxury neighborhoods, and the upscale shopping and restaurants that are around Southlake Town Square. Now, the reality with Southlake is that home prices here are generally higher than many other suburbs. So a $500,000 budget will be more limiting compared to other areas that are on the list. In many cases, you're looking at smaller homes, older homes, or townhomes or condos at this price point. But what you're really paying for here is location, the schools, and the lifestyle. So if being in one of the most prestigious communities in North Texas is important to you, Southlake can still be an option. You just have to be a little more strategic with what you buy. Next, we have Aledo. Aledo is one of the fastest growing suburbs on the west side of Fort Worth, and most people immediately recognize it because of Aledo ISD. The schools are consistently ranked among some of the best in North Texas, which has made this area extremely popular for families. But here's something that surprises a lot of relocation buyers. Because Aledo is still expanding and developing new neighborhoods, $500,000 can actually get you a pretty large home here. In many cases, you're looking at homes that range about 2,800 to 3,300 square feet. Often they're newer construction, modern layouts, open floor plans. You also tend to get a little more space out here, which means bigger lots and that wide open Texas sky feeling. That combination of great schools and newer homes is exactly why Aledo has become one of the most talked about areas around Fort Worth. Now, I'm showing you a few suburbs here, but the reality is there are dozens of great places to live around Fort Worth, and the best suburb for you really depends on things like your commute, the type of neighborhood that you want to be in, and what you're looking for in the school district. My team and I get calls and emails every single day from people relocating to DFW who just want help figuring out where they should live. So if you're making a move to Fort Worth or anywhere in DFW, feel free to reach out anytime. Even if you're just starting your research, we're always happy to help be a resource and help avoid choosing the wrong area. Now, the last suburb on this list is one that surprises a lot of buyers, Burleson. Burleson sits just south of Fort Worth, and it still has a bit of that small town Texas feel, even though it's growing pretty rapidly. And this is actually where a lot of buyers are getting the most house for their money right now. For around that $500,000 budget in Burleson, you can often find homes that are over 3,000 square feet. Many of them are newer construction, and you'll typically get the larger lots compared to neighborhoods closer into the city. Imagine quieter streets, more space between houses, and neighborhoods that feel a little bit less crowded and family-oriented. So if your top priority is getting the most square footage and space for your budget, Burleson can be a really strong option. Now, before you fall in love with a house in any of these suburbs, there is one thing that surprises almost every relocation buyer when they start looking at homes in Texas: property taxes. Two homes that both cost $500,000 can have pretty different monthly payments depending on the tax rate and the district that they're located in. So that's definitely something that you're going to want to look carefully at before you write an offer. Hopefully this video gave you a better idea of what $500,000 actually buys in some of the best suburbs around Fort Worth. Like I mentioned earlier, my team gets calls, texts, and emails every single day from people relocating to the Dallas-Fort Worth metroplex. And we absolutely love helping people make that move as smooth as possible. So whether you're planning to move in 9 days or in 90 days, all of our contact information is in the description below. And if you're ready to get pre-approved, talk to our friends at Envoy Mortgage. Their information is also linked below. Make sure you like this video, share it with anyone who's thinking about moving to Fort Worth, and subscribe to the channel for more DFW relocation videos.